Hey everybody, Mr. Stewart back again at Math We've Got This, and in this video we are going to create or derive some relationships between units, and we'll do that for similar quantities. So for instance, length, time, mass, that's what I mean by quantities. So for example, let's take a look at what happens when we want to convert from one squared unit to another. So let's say that we want to look at the relationship between a squared millimeter and an unknown number of squared centimeters. So taking a little trip down memory lane, we would know that 10 millimeters is 1 centimeter. And therefore 1 millimeter would be 1/10 of a centimeter. Now, having that knowledge in hand will allow us to successfully make that conversion. So let's draw a square. In fact, two of them. Do that again. Let's just say that they are the same size, and we'll indicate that just by using these little hash marks. And I won't draw in the 90 degrees. Let's just say that these are squares. So the square on the left has an area of 1 millimeter squared. It also has side lengths, therefore, of 1 millimeter each. Now, when we go to convert, that is we're not increasing or decreasing the size of this particular square, because we're just looking at the conversion from one unit to another. That means that the length of these sides would each have to be 1/10 of a centimeter, which also means that the area, and let me write this above here because I want to save room at the bottom for something else. Let's say now that the area that is of this square is now going to be 1/10 of a centimeter multiplied by itself, or 1/10 of a centimeter all squared, which gives us 1/100th of 1 squared centimeter, also known as, if you like, as a decimal fraction, 0.01 squared centimeters. So that is our relationship. So let's just write that down underneath here, and let's use that relationship. So therefore, 1 squared millimeter is equal to 0.01 squared centimeters. So if you like, in any other problem, we can scale this particular fact and use constant of proportionality. So let's say that we're looking at, converting 2 1/2 squared millimeters to centimeters squared. Well, given the proportional situation, we end up using 2 1/2 as a constant multiplier. So let's multiply by 2.5, and we'll do the same thing here. We'll scale the squared centimeters by the factor of 2 1/2. And what that's going to do is, upon calculation, we end up with 0.025 squared centimeters. Okay, and it's perfect for doing, really anything else. So we could go the other way. We could end up scaling it through division by some other factor. All right, so that wraps up this video, a short one, and we'll come back with part 2, where we'll look at another example.